to box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And incomplete to open things up. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get... trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Chubb, touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him, he's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. One back in the backfield, he'll get... And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks. And remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start, and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The Charger drive about to get going. And, of course, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Chargers 14, Chiefs 10.
On second down, Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Chargers at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball could bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To the air again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
At the 17-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Herbert off of play action, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown, Allen! A great play there. 48 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper, Ryan?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keeper way, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Catch is made by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Here's Chubb on the read option. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.